the Daytona 500. If he wins, basically whoever gets second will be automatically given that position. And starting in 10th is going to be Kyle Brown. So today they're going to do 20 laps in both races, both duels. And like I mentioned, the winners will be through random draw will be given if they will start second or third, and then the rest of the field will do regular qualifying after the duels today. That will not be broadcasted, and then those who have to race themselves in will also be right before the qualifying session. We'll have a session between each other to decide who's going to make it and who's not going to make it. So the pace car is going to pull into the pit lane here after we get around the corner here, and we'll get going. I would not be surprised to see manufacturers work together, especially with this small field. It's going to be easier to work together with manufactured teammates basically. So here we go, green from Daytona for the Bluegreen Vacations Duels. I'm saying Adula is going to pull away from the field a little bit. Tim Horton's going to get in front of his brother there. Of course, they're not teammates, but they're manufacturer teammates, so I would not be surprised if they work together. And it doesn't look like they actually will. Of course, if they wreck, they will be sent to the end of the field to start the Daytona 500 in this, and they will not participate in qualifying. So all these drivers are going to try to make sure they don't crash. It's not worth it, because they have to go to a backup car in that case. So here comes Steve Pollard in the 96. And here comes Kai Rivera. Alex Diaz, sorry. Oh my god. Oh shit. Sorry guys. Seeing things. Steve Pollard's going to continue the lead here. This is what he wants really, because he's going to keep his water temp low. Obviously all the drivers have to look at their water temp here. Make sure they don't go over. I don't know if we'll see pit stops. I'm not 100% sure. We may see pit stops towards the end of this. Towards the end. So here comes Alex Diaz. It's gonna take a minute to get used to these names, so. I mean, last time it was a little bit, it didn't take that long for me. Hopefully this time's the same, but we'll see. Of course, we mentioned before, Alex Diaz does not have to win here. He's already the pole sitter. He's already on the pole for the 500, so. Basically he's just going in going in for the cash, obviously, here. And here comes the 11 of Muhammad Zain Abdullah again. '81 of Dave James is the highest position car right now, driver right now that is not already in the 500. So he needs a win here. I'm gonna get a train of them here. The 81 and the 43 both are trying to race themselves into the 500 right now. And doing this is the easiest, besides getting on the pole, this is the easiest way to get in. Kai Rivera is going to continue to lead here. I feel like both the 16 to 81 and 11, all three of these guys are just much faster than the rest of the field. Comes Abdullah again. Here comes Dave James again. Looks like the outside line's actually working. I wouldn't expect that, actually. It's not like it's Talladega, but it seems like the outside line's kind of working here. Here comes the 22 of Carter Joey. Obviously, he's not one that he's already in the 500. He would love to be in the top 3 to start the season, though. That'd be a great starting point. Obviously, you probably don't want to start second. You'd probably rather start third because then you'd be on the inside line. But What I've seen today is that outside line's actually working, which is surprising. I feel like that outside line's more stronger than that inside line right now. I say that now and 11 dives down, so that 11 car has to be really strong to be able to do that though. Here comes a Dula again. Oh wow, and they're gonna pit. Stephen Paul III is gonna be the new race leader here. Of course, Dave James is probably trying some strategy to try to get a good, try and get strategy or something, trying something different than the rest of the field. Both will pit. Will anybody stay out another lap? It don't look like it. No, they're all pitting. See where the 11 is. Right in front, it looks like the 22. Carter Joey. But we'll see if the 81 can find a way to take the lead through his pit strategy here by going another lap. We'll see if this works out for them. Just coming off the pit road, so I don't know if we'll be able to get. It doesn't look like they're gonna. It looks like 22 is gonna be the new leader coming out of this pit stop here. Pit stops here. I don't think the 81 is gonna have the speed coming off pit road here. It's gonna be close. Better get the speed real quick. Here comes the 22. Oh, this is gonna be close. Here comes Carter Joey. Looks like the 81's gonna stop him here. Sum up. Dave James will continue the lead here. Pit strategy, that's what that is. Pit strategy. At its finest right there. Dave James. He needs this. He needs to win this. More than anybody else up here in the front of the field, he needs this. Except for that 53 car, who was at the end of the pack before pit stops, is now towards the front. Two cars here in the top 5 that need to win here, so I would not be surprised to see some aggressive driving here from the 53 and the 81. Four to go next time around here. This time around. Here comes Stephen Paulo III. He wants to spoil the party here. That 81 has to be... These Toyotas are just really strong when they're in the front of the pack here. I feel like they're just able to keep the lead when they got clean air in front of them. Here comes that 11 car. Don't count that 11 out. Two to go. Will Dave James keep this lead, or will 53 of Cameron Parker? Both of these drivers need this. They need a win here in the duels. It will solidify themselves a spot in the 500. White flag for Dave James. And here comes the 24 of Stephen Paulo III, going to try to spoil the party here. Going into turn 3. And 4. Doesn't look like... Oh, the 24 may make a move. It doesn't look like it. Dave James will be in the 500. Congrats to Dave James. He will be starting second or third in the Daytona 500, which will happen tomorrow. Congrats to him. For the rest of the people who were in this field that weren't a part of, or not, that have to race themselves in, they will be racing in directly after the duels tonight, before the qualifying happens, to determine if they will be in the 500. So congrats to Dave James. We'll be right back for session number 2 of, duel number 2 here from Daytona. Hey guys, and welcome back to Daytona for duel number 2 here for the duel, Bluegreen Vacations duel number 2. Starting on the... And first is going to be RJ Harper. Again, these were randomly generated through random.org. Starting second is going to be Ian Brennan. Starting in third is going to be Rex Wilkes. Starting fourth is going to be Will Parrish. Starting fifth is going to be Harley Tall. Sorry for last time. Starting in sixth is going to be Chris Splitzer. Starting 7th is going to be Rusty Potts. Starting in 8th is going to be Jacob Deputy. Starting in 9th is going to be Nick Lewis. And starting 6th is going to be Jeff Lewis. Not Jeff Lewis, Trevor Collins. Sorry guys. Oh, terrible commentary. We're going to get the green. And we're going to be doing another 20 lap race here for duel number 2, just like duel number 1. Sorry about that. I had something in my throat. So the 14 RJ Harper, he really needs to win this. Obviously, he's one of those drivers that has to race himself in. So, just like Dave James did in duel number 1, he wants to get through the race it in by just winning one of these duels, because it's the easiest way to do it. You don't have to go through the pain of trying to deal with all the others. Looks like the 18's got some trouble on the pit road. Of Rex Wilkes is going to take the lead here. Obviously, he's in the 500. No worry on him, but he wants to start in front of the pack. Obviously, all these drivers do. Of course, whoever wins this duel, just like duel number 1, automatically gets a top 3 position for the Daytona 500. They either second or third. That will be randomly a random draw for second and third between both winners. Three wide, that's interesting to see. Especially if you wreck, obviously, you're going to have to go to a backup car and start at the end of the field. So, and for those drivers that have to race themselves in, the last thing they want is go to a backup car. So, and here comes the 17. Another driver has to race himself in, Reese Cameron. For some clarity on the drivers who have to race themselves in, this will be the same roster for the first 6 races of the season. Following the 6, and the reason why I say 6 races, that way we only have to do it, we don't have to, it's an even number, and that way we only have to do it, we'll randomize it we'll randomize it 6 times throughout the season. Not randomized it, but every 6 races it will refresh. First time it's randomized, second time will be, and going forward, even for next season, it'll be determined by the last season's or current season's points. So, and that will obviously go by the car number, not by the driver. If it was going season to season. And the 18, he's off pace. Sumit Ozkan. He's already in the 500 though, so whatever the issue they had, they must have figured it out, but he's off pace simply because he's not with a draft. So, well, it looks like he's going to block the leaders. What is this? It's a duel. He's already multiple laps down, so 4 laps down. I think he's gonna help himself. Surprised he's still racing. He's still running out here. Just didn't go to the garage. Dylan Ibrahimian. Sorry about that. I got it right first time I said it when I practiced it, but God, it's gonna get me for a little bit. He's good. He's in the 500. Oh, getting close to going 4 wide there. And the 62 in second place, Michael Meadows. He's also another driver has to race himself in. He would love to get on the front row or second row to start the Daytona 500. Of course, these drivers are going to have to pit. It will be around lap 13, 12 and 13 where we'll see pit stops happen. I don't feel like that outside lane is quite as strong as it was in the first duel, but it's still stronger than I would think it would be. Now I say that and it's gonna completely fall apart probably here. Yeah, it's gonna fall apart. And we're gonna have a 3-car breakaway here. Again, I feel like we're gonna stay pack racing, especially for the 500, but at some point we may see some tandem racing at some point towards the end of the race, especially at pit stops and stuff, including this duel. I expect to see that, but especially for the 500, and I can see that happen. The 70 of Karen James, obviously, she wants to be on towards the front of the field. She doesn't need this though, but she definitely wants it, and for that team it'd be nice to see ML Racing, which is supported by RCR ML Racing, teammate Austin Horton in the 72. The pit window has opened for pit stops here. Would not be surprised to see most pit this time around, and then someone on the outside lane stay out in our lap, but we'll see here. See if it becomes a big mess here. Looks like they're trying to figure it out now. Get ready to pit here. We're all going just double file. And who's gonna stay out? The 38. Most are actually gonna stay out here, like duel number 1. 38 Harley Tall. It's gonna be the new leader here. Here comes Nick Lewis in the 00. Oh, the 62 is in the grass. Oh, we had an accident on pit road. 20 of Dylan Ibrahimian some major front end damage. 95, some major bumper damage. And the rest are gonna pit. Oh, 17 made contact with somebody. It's not what Reese Cameron wants. Must have made contact with a 34 there. Drivers that need to race themselves in, it's not what they want. They don't want to get damaged like that, because they may have to go to a backup car. .42 and the 3 stayed out another lap. Now they're going to pit. And at this point, it looks like Harley Tool will be our new leader. But here comes Karen James. I just don't think I don't think she's got the speed. Just a little bit too far away. But we'll see if the 38 just doesn't have the speed coming off pit road. I think he has a little front end damage. I'm not 100% sure about that. Yeah, it looks like 38's gonna be our new leader. It looks like most of the drivers who wrecked were drivers who need to race themselves in, and that's not what they want, and not what they need. And pretty sure that some of their bosses aren't going to be very happy after this. Five to go for Harley Tall. Like I said, I thought this was going to happen after pit stops, and it's happened. Single car to smaller pack racing. I imagine both of these packs are going to end up merging at some point, but I feel like all these single cars out here have got the speed, and they're a little bit too far ahead for those packs to get to towards the end of this race. But I may be completely wrong. Could see a caution or something throws that off, but it's gonna all come down to the final lap, I think. But if these packs catch these drivers like Karen James and Harley Tall, I feel like they're just gonna zoom right past them. So if I was them, I would just be hoping for a caution at this point. Three to go. Yeah, I feel like they've already caught Karen James, so it's just a matter of time of them catching Harley Tall. Maybe he can work with the 18 here. Two to go for Harley Tall. And this time around, we're gonna get Harley Tall's gonna get the white flag. And I feel like I said, I thought it was gonna be too hard of a task for the rest of the field. It's 5 seconds and growing right now. I think Harley Tall, if he just takes this easy, I think he's got this in the bag at this point. Coming out of turn 3 and 4. Harley Tall is going to win duel number 2 here from Daytona. Congrats to Harley Tall. He will be towards the front of the field, either on the front row or the second row, and that will be determined by a random draw. For the rest of these drivers, especially the ones who needed a race in, it's not what they wanted, obviously. What is going on with Karen James? Something happened to Karen James. But here's your final results here from Daytona. Maybe not quite yet. For some reason Karen James fell like a rock. I don't know what happened to her. But here's your final results. Harley Tall, congrats. You will be on the front row for the Daytona 500, or starting in third, depending on that random draw. And that will, the Daytona 500 will be tomorrow. And then following that on Wednesday will be the race at Barber. But until then, if you haven't already, join the Discord. It'll be in the description to get updates about the series. And yeah, so we'll see you guys tomorrow for the Daytona 500.